Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we're diving into some intriguing stories that showcase the dynamic nature of Hong Kong and its surrounding regions. First up, HSBC has led a rebound in Hong Kong stocks, with the Hang Seng Index climbing 0.7%. However, the market is still facing the risk of a second straight monthly loss due to China's contracting manufacturing activity in July. It's a mixed bag for investors, but HSBC's performance certainly brings a glimmer of hope. In another headline, Asia Standard Hotel Group, a prominent Hong Kong hotel operator, has revealed significant investment losses linked to Evergrande bonds. The company's net investment loss soared to 2.66 billion Hong Kong dollars for the financial year ending in March, largely driven by expected credit losses on notes issued by mainland Chinese property developers. It's a tough blow for the hotel chain, and a stark reminder of the ripple effects of Evergrande's financial troubles. Lastly, we're looking at the economic fortunes of China's southern megacities, Guangzhou and Shenzhen. Despite their proximity, the economic gap between these cities has widened, with Shenzhen's GDP growing at 5.9% compared to Guangzhou's 2.5%. Analysts attribute this divergence to a mix of strong manufacturing output and foreign trade in Shenzhen, while Guangzhou struggles with sluggish investment and declining exports. It's a tale of two cities, each navigating their unique economic challenges and opportunities. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage of these stories and other news from around Hong Kong and beyond. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong stocks saw early gains on Wednesday, led by HSBC ahead of its earnings report. Despite this, the market is still poised for a second consecutive month of losses due to China's manufacturing contraction in July. The Hang Seng Index rose 0.7% to 17,116.70, recovering from three-month lows, with the tech index up 1% and the Shanghai Composite Index gaining 0.5%. HSBC holdings increased by 1.2% as investors anticipated a share buyback plan. Other notable performers included Hang Seng Bank, NetEase, Alibaba, and Tektronic, which rallied 4.2%. However, the Hang Seng Index remains down 3.7% for the month, following a 2% decline in June. Mainland China's factory activity continued to contract, with the PMI manufacturing index dropping to 49.4. Meanwhile, Zhejiang Liju Thermal Equipment surged 57% on its first trading day in Shanghai. Other Asian markets were mixed ahead of the Federal Reserve's meeting. Nikkei Asia reveals that Asia Standard Hotel Group in Hong Kong has disclosed significant losses from its investment portfolio, including bonds from the troubled China Evergrande Group, which is under bankruptcy proceedings. The company recognized larger expected credit loss (ECL) provisions due to winding up orders on some of its investment portfolio's note issuers. Asia Standard's net investment loss for the financial year ended in March was 2.66 billion Hong Kong dollars, up from 624 million Hong Kong dollars the previous year. This was primarily due to increased ECL on 5 notes issued by mainland Chinese property developers, with Evergrande contributing over 1.5 billion Hong Kong dollars of the losses. The company's net loss ballooned to 2.25 billion Hong Kong dollars, despite a significant profit increase from its hotel operations. The investment portfolio, which mainly consists of debt securities from Chinese real estate companies, saw a decrease in interest and dividend income. The company continues to pursue debt restructuring negotiations with the note-issuing developers. South China Morning Post highlights the contrasting economic fortunes of Guangzhou and Shenzhen, two megacities in China's Greater Bay Area. In the first half of the year, Guangzhou's GDP grew by only 2.5%, lagging behind Guangdong Province and the national average, while Shenzhen's economy expanded by 5.9%. The divergence is attributed to Shenzhen's rapid growth in new industries and high-tech investments, in contrast to Guangzhou's reliance on traditional manufacturing. Guangzhou's fixed asset investment and industrial output have struggled, with notable declines in exports and retail sales. In contrast, Shenzhen's manufacturing sector and foreign trade have thrived, bolstered by companies like Huawei, Tencent, and BYD. Guangzhou's challenges are exemplified by the decline in its automobile industry, with major manufacturers like Honda reducing production. Analysts believe that while Shenzhen benefits from strong export demand, Guangzhou's recovery will depend on domestic consumption and government support measures. However, Shenzhen's export growth faces uncertainties due to potential trade frictions with the U.S. South China Morning Post: Hong Kong has recently celebrated its Olympic heroes, who have ignited the public's imagination with their stellar performances at the Paris Olympics. Cheng Kalong and Vivian Kong Manwai both clinched gold medals in fencing, while Siobhan Haughey secured a bronze in the 100-meter freestyle. Cheng's steely determination and love for expensive jewelry have etched his name in history, while Kong, with her slightly nerdy exterior, embodies the spirit of perseverance. Haughey's approachable personality belies her intense focus in the pool, earning her not just medals but also a healthy dose of Chanel. These athletes symbolize the resilience and spirit of Hong Kong, capturing the hearts of many. South China Morning Post: Every Sunday, the streets of central Hong Kong transform into a vibrant tapestry of life, far removed from the corporate hustle of weekdays. From middle-aged men receiving cut-price massages to women engaging in public eyebrow-plucking sessions, the city's informal urban spaces come alive. This subculture, often overlooked, showcases the resourcefulness and joy of the community. Christopher DeWolf's book, Borrowed Spaces, highlights the importance of these informal spaces in a city where space is a premium. The resilience of Hong Kong's street life, from Dai Pai Dongs to birdcage craftsmen, adds a unique charm to the city. As modernization encroaches, it's vital to preserve these intangible cultural elements to maintain the city's soul. The energy of open-air markets and familiar street vendors is what makes Hong Kong truly special. South China Morning Post: The men's triathlon event at the Paris Olympics, featuring Hong Kong's Jasoning Tai Long, faces uncertainty due to pollution concerns in the River Seine. Initially scheduled for Tuesday morning, the event has been postponed and might even turn into a duathlon. Hong Kong triathlon head coach, Andrew Wright, expressed surprise at the last-minute postponement but remained calm, crediting the COVID-19 pandemic for teaching patience and resilience. Wright noted that a duathlon could disrupt the podium predictions due to its unpredictability, as it favors strong runners who may not excel in swimming. Despite the challenges, Wright remains optimistic about Ng's chances, emphasizing his balanced strength across all disciplines. The situation echoes the Rio de Janeiro Games, where similar water quality issues arose, but the triathlon ultimately went ahead. South China Morning Post: Entertainment idol and global luxury brand ambassador Jackson Wang has been lavished with online praise after he protected a baby during a chaotic event in Malaysia. The 30-year-old Hong Kong-born singer and rapper has built a reputation for being kind and thoughtful. At 17, Wang became a K-pop trainee with JYP Entertainment in South Korea and debuted in 2014 as a member of the boy band GOT7. In 2017, he started releasing solo material and attending more mainland variety shows as his fame in China grew. On July 24, Wang attended the opening of a Louis Vuitton store in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where he was welcomed by fans waiting at the entrance. A video posted on Zaya Hongshu shows a woman holding a baby in the crowd who wanted to take a photo with him. Wang noticed the child and immediately used his arm to shield the woman, protecting the baby from overenthusiastic fans. He anxiously told fans and staff, "Be careful of the baby. Be careful." The person who posted the video praised Wang's kindness, and online observers noted his concern for the baby's safety over immediate fan interactions. Wang's gentlemanly conduct has been consistent, from helping a woman in high heels down the stairs to giving his bag to a woman celebrity on a mainland variety show to protect her modesty. Wang, a former youth Olympic-level saber fencer and son of Chinese sports champions, has always been proud of his Chinese roots, even delivering a patriotic speech in London last year. South China Morning Post, a new Cathay Pacific Airways in-flight safety video, which interweaves protocols with Hong Kong cultural landscapes, may help to entice visitors to the city while also polishing up the carrier's image, experts have said. The Hong Kong flag carrier's 6-minute video, which will be rolled out across all Cathay flights, showcases local landmarks, cultural attractions, and natural landscapes as part of the city's tourism drive. Entertainment tycoon Alan Zaman praised the video for highlighting the diversity and vibrancy of Hong Kong, potentially attracting tourists and benefiting both local tourism and Cathay's corporate image. The video is a collaboration between Cathay, the Hong Kong Tourism Board, and the Civil Aviation Department, featuring scenes shot at various iconic locations like Dai Pai Dong, Sheko Beach, Causeway Bay, and the Peak Tram. It also emphasizes safety, urging passengers to keep their seat belts fastened even when the sign is off, following a recent turbulence incident on a Singapore Airlines flight. Chris Keim, co-founder and creative director of local creative agency Keim Chow, noted that while the video is professionally done, a strategy to counter Western misperceptions about Hong Kong is needed to truly boost tourism. Timothy Chue Tingpong, executive director of the Hong Kong Tourism Association, added that the lively presentation of safety instructions along with the city's dynamic landscapes could attract tourists and improve Cathay's corporate image. However, Cathay has been hit by a series of negative incidents, including a junior pilot failing an alcohol breath test, which the company is investigating. South China Morning Post, Hong Kongers should brace for thunderstorms over the next 2 days due to a broad trough of low pressure, the city's forecaster said as it issued an amber rainstorm warning on Wednesday. The Hong Kong Observatory raised the alert, which means heavy rain exceeding 30 mm an hour has fallen or is expected to fall over the city and is likely to continue, at 7:35 a.m. A broad trough of low pressure is bringing showers and thunderstorms to the coast of Guangdong and the northern part of the South China Sea, the forecaster said. Heavy rain may bring about flash floods. People should stay away from watercourses. People who are likely to be affected by flooding should take necessary precautions to avoid losses, it added. The weather on Wednesday will be cloudy with occasional showers, with temperatures set to reach 31 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is also expected the following 2 days, before the hot weather returns over the weekend. The thunderstorm warning was also extended to 10 a.m. South China Morning Post. For Hong Kongers, the 4th full day of competition at the Paris Olympics was marked by Siobhan Haughey's continued excellence in the pool. After securing a bronze in the 200 meters freestyle, she set her sights on gold in the 100 meters. Haughey not only reached the final but did so as the fastest qualifier, clocking in at 52.64 seconds. Meanwhile, gymnast Simone Biles, overcoming her struggles from the Tokyo Games, led the U.S. to gold in the women's team final, showcasing her signature flips and twists. The New Zealand women's rugby team also shone, defeating the United States to secure their place in the final, where they triumphed over Canada. In the men's 100-meter freestyle, China's Pan Zhanle, who had underperformed in the 200m, redeemed himself by winning his semi-final in 47.21 seconds. The men's football quarterfinals were also decided, with Argentina, Morocco, Spain, and France among the teams advancing. South China Morning Post. China's shipbuilding industry has experienced a significant surge in exports, reaching their highest levels since the pandemic. The first half of the year saw a 155% year-on-year increase in container exports, with the total value of ship exports hitting $20.7 billion, an 85.2% rise. this spike is attributed to supply chain disruptions from the Red Sea crisis and a global fleet renewal. The Red Sea crisis, caused by attacks on merchant ships by Yemen's Houthis, has forced shipping routes to divert, increasing demand for new ships and containers. As a result, global shipping prices have risen, with the Shanghai Containerized Freight Index remaining above 3,000 points since June. With the average age of the global fleet at 13.7 years, a peak in ship renewal is imminent, and China's shipbuilders are well positioned to benefit from this trend. South China Morning Post. A recent report highlights that Gen Z and millennial workers in Hong Kong frequently contemplate leaving their jobs, with financial support being a key factor in improving job satisfaction and productivity. The report by Intellect and Endowus found that over 80% of workers believe financial preparedness would reduce distractions and enhance productivity. Financial stress often leads to anxiety, emphasizing the need for workplace support. The survey revealed that while many young professionals exhibit healthy levels of resilience and job satisfaction, 41% often think about quitting. Financial literacy and long-term planning support are crucial, with only 16% feeling proficient in investments and 19% confident in their retirement planning. The report suggests that employers should integrate financial and mental wellness initiatives to support their employees better, resulting in higher job satisfaction and lower turnover rates. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong's Olympic medal-winning athletes have ignited a sense of unity and pride within the city, leading fans to call for increased government funding for future sports talents. Siobhan Hawley's bronze in the 200 meters freestyle and Chung Kalong's gold in foil fencing were moments of triumph that left fans like Chris and Jay, who traveled from Kowloon to Paris, ecstatic and hopeful for more support for Hong Kong athletes. Despite the sizable government subsidies already in place, fans believe that more comprehensive support, both from the public and private sectors, is necessary to sustain and grow the city's sporting success. Chris and Jay, who interrupted their European holiday to witness these historic achievements, emphasized the need for a collective effort to back the athletes. Hawley's spirited performance, coupled with Chung's fencing prowess, has not only brought joy to Hong Kongers but also highlighted the importance of investing in local sports talent. South China Morning Post. Caleb Dressel, the American swimmer who has drawn comparisons to Michael Phelps, is set to make waves at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Dressel, who has already accumulated 7 gold medals across 2 Olympic Games, continues to break records in events like the 50-meter freestyle and 100-meter butterfly. Standing at 190 centimeters, Dressel's physique is nearly ideal for swimming, echoing the attributes that made Phelps a legend. Dressel's journey began in Green Cove Springs, Florida, where he started swimming at age 5. His early promise was evident when he became the youngest male swimmer at the 2012 Olympic trials. Now, with an array of medals and records, Dressel's career is bolstered by lucrative sponsorships with brands like Speedo and Omega. Despite facing mental health challenges that led him to withdraw from the 2022 World Championships, Dressel remains a dominant force in sprint events. His personal life, including his marriage to high school sweetheart Megan and their baby boy August, adds a layer of relatability to his extraordinary athletic achievements. CNN, the opening ceremony of the Paris 2024 Olympics has sparked a rare celebration among China's LGBTQ+ community, as scenes depicting same-sex relationships were broadcast live on state television without censorship. This unexpected portrayal of diversity and inclusion, featuring moments like 2 men kissing on a Parisian bridge, resonated deeply with many in China, where LGBTQ+ representation is often suppressed. Ken Huang, a gay man living in Beijing, described the moment as surreal and quickly shared it with friends. The ceremony's bold display of LGBTQ+ elements contrasted sharply with China's usual stance, leading to a mixed response on social media. While some praised the progressiveness of the scenes, others criticized them as inappropriate for the Olympics. The broadcast, which managed to bypass China's strict censorship, highlighted the ongoing struggle for LGBTQ+ rights and visibility in a country where such expressions are often deemed politically and morally contentious. The incident has ignited discussions about the need for greater acceptance and the challenges faced by sexual minorities in China. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question in your mind? We'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ends to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. Got a question in your mind? We'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ends to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too.